surprised that the SEC is stepping in.
Not so much.
But what exactly are they looking into right now?
Well, I think they're just sort of in the early stages of figuring out what's going on. We know that there are these funds, many of which were set up for the express purpose of investing in initial coin offerings. Some of them have, according to reports, they got in at preferential prices on these things, then it made insane amounts of money. And there's still no particular clarity, and as part of what they're talking about today in D.C. of what are these things, how should they be regulated, how should they be priced, all kinds of questions about this. So I think we're sort of at the early stage of regulators wanting to ask questions and figure out what's going on.
Well, and in some cases, they're not just asking questions, right? They have gone in with regulatory actions in some of the cases, right? Or what exactly are they doing at this point?
Well, there have been a few sort of very strict regulatory actions, but most of them are still at sort of, I would say, the obvious scams. So when you see direct regulatory action, it'll be something, most of them so far have been someone ran off with the money, or there was a failure to disclose something very major. But there's a lot that I think people are still trying to figure out the gray area where investors and lawyers have said, we have followed the letter of the law, we have identified these as securities, we've limited who can buy them, but we still don't really have the total clarity of whether we're actually completely kosher. And I think that's what people are trying to figure out right now.
Do we have clarity on how many hedge funds we're talking about, how big the industry is that the SEC needs to go and ask for all of these new materials and documentation?
There's I think right now we're just talking about a handful, but it could, I think last year there were stories of new crypto hedge funds popping up all the time. There you go. So more than 220 by the end. And it started off very small up until last year.
Right.
Everyone knows last year was just completely crazy in the space. And again, a lot of the practices about them. So it's not just the fact that they're buying and selling the coins per se, but the connections that they have to the companies doing the initial ones. It's kind of funny because so much of the crypto rhetoric seems to be about, overturning a lot of the staid sort of old style ways that finance does things. And then you read these stories about funds getting sort of preferential treatment and flipping. Like,
right, which is the way that
humans are going to be humans.
Very interesting, and one reason why I think you should always pay attention to the news when you're going to be investing. So people obviously got into crypto thinking that it would be decentralized and all this great stuff. And if you watch this channel, I also sometimes feel like a Bitcoin evangelist. But humans are humans, and there are a lot of corrupt people out there looking to take advantage of, the weak, unfortunately. And I hate to bring this bad news because the crypto markets are down right now, but please watch my other videos. I will be posting why I'm still buying, and I'm still very optimistic. And even here, it just shows that, the hedge fund people that are in this market, they're not here to lose, and there is going to be long-term growth. Unfortunately, we do have this issue where some of these hedge funds are doing shady businesses and getting sweetheart deals. But to be honest, what's funny is the same way how people, and this is probably the easiest analogy ever, is people say that, cryptocurrencies is an easy way to launder money. And it's like, okay, so what were people doing before cryptocurrency to launder money? Cash. And in fact, the US dollar is still a way better or more widely used for laundering money and for crimes. So yes, hedge funds are obviously going to get into this space, and it would be nice if there was some regulation so they don't abuse their power. So hopefully that will happen. But at the same time, this is nothing new. If you're in the stock market, if you're in any other type of investing market, you're going to deal with these hedge funds. So it is what it is. Hopefully the government does a decent job, but I'm not worried about it because, like I said, long term, there's a lot of value in cryptocurrency. And whether there's funny business in the stock market, the commodity market, or the cryptocurrency market, you can't control that. What you can control as an investor is, you're studying. Like, what do you know? What are you learning? What are you teaching yourself? And that's why I made this channel. I really hope to provide good information for you guys and to educate you guys and put you ahead of the pack. And let me know what you guys think. I definitely appreciate the comments. And if you haven't had a chance, please subscribe. We're getting, I think actually by the time this video is posted, we'll hit 3,000, which is amazing. And the goal of the channel is hopefully 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We'll see. I think I need the price of cryptocurrencies to go up a little more before I get those. I've noticed as the prices go down, my subscribers go down. So go back up cryptocurrency and let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you soon.